Cannot afford to make any mistakes.
This is making his way to the ring. It is Vladimir Klitschko, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. You're looking at the most dominant heavyweight of his era.
That is true combat to go with somebody so heavy.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, as a young man, this is the Mecca, this is the place you want to be. This is it.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These punches coming from every angle. Well-placed hook. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. He parries that left jab away. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Get everything. Great round, now relax. Good man. Just saying it.
Back on the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. Right?
You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round. You've completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job.
There for one shot at a time, set him up, but you'll take him out. He's
right. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even
good, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
Go on, focus on what you do. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
You're looking up. but you're still landing your power shots. Good work.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Good work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him up.
On to the second round. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
You've got to be like Oliver Twist. Be a pickpocket, in and out. Don't stand there and be so obvious.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. How about that time counter shot? You don't want to trade shots. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. That counter punch caught him clean. That uppercut can't get through. Does well to block that left jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
We're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Oh, and he caught it with an uppercut. And he blocks the left uppercut. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to hold that thought. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good work out there.
Work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose.
Missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't worry back into the fight. Great.
Get your mind back on the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight. You're not even...
Well, great work. Relax now. I don't want you to load.
Get back out there and win the round.
There's the bell for round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
A big whiff with the right hook. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
They both want the knockout. Insane action. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
One punch could change everything in this battle. The straight right just misses. That jab doesn't find a home. That jab won't score. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job.
Great work, great work. I love that jab slip.
And back on the job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on.
What's he doing? The gap's full of pair. You were thinking, he was smart. You were.
He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
Back at it in round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
It's all offense, all the time. That hook doesn't score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Do you believe this? Klitschko is down! Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
That's lights out right there.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
I got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Left uppercut doesn't score. blocks that jab. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
And get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good. Stay focused.
Back, all right? Good. You've been coasting for this
Smart. Good work out there. The job's working nice.
Those were confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace to get your momentum back and win the round back.
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking in a few, buddy.
Don't worry about that round.
Time for the 5th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornerman, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Boxing, be smart.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
All right? Only one round of you, lads. Don't worry about it.
Good work. Don't forget the job and don't get carried away. Think about it.
You got to go back out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you let him back into it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
He's absolutely shattered. He's ready to go.
There and get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back.
Then finish him. Good man, good man. Just say him again. Don't change.
Jab back. Just boxing, just be smart. Just get your shots off and
relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one.
And that'll do it.
plus one round.
This is the beginning of round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Knocked down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Technique on that headshot. Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Lucky that hook didn't score. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
That's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Failing to score. Klitschko! Oh, my word! Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Come on. You let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Just keep him in the end.
Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back on the job.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Buries up a little bit so he can't be
That guy, you've let him back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and get back out there and win the round.
Those 1-2s straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work.
Here we go. It's round 7. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
His jab just got blocked. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that Did you see that? Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard.
Wow, let's take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120
7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
questions, I'm the answer. I'm the whispers in your ear. When the lights start flashing for you, expectations loud and clear. I'm aggression, I'm a fighter. I am everything you fear. It's the prize I envision, nature of the beast. No collision in the cage. When you visit, get the leave in the distance and it's sacred. Your expectations, hope you made your reservations. Till I land and you face it. What you tasting, advertise and display it. Another heart that you made it. It's an art when I draw, you should save it. Download it on your playlist.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. This is Muhammad Ali, weighed in at 210 pounds, and he stands 191 centimeters tall. Muhammad Ali. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring and the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
what a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd, all I can say,
all right,
heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
These punches coming from every angle. Nice right hook. Exchange punches. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move. Outside. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice job to block that uppercut. Do you believe this? Nice slip to avoid the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I love that jab slick.
Then start gathering your pace and get your momentum back and win the round back.
Our shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Good work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your boxing back together. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
No rest for the weary. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. A perfect counter lands. Misses with the straight left. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink, because one big shot and this thing could be over. Catch and shoot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. They threw the hook. It didn't land. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now this is about desire.
Yeah.
This is about...
Whoa, Johnny! Usyk! Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The unified heavyweight champion is down! I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Feel good. Relax now.
I can win this round, all right? Only one round to go, lads. Don't worry about it.
Look, we'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
And let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't care.
Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel well because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've got...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Just misses with that uppercut. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to...
Whoa, Johnny! Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Wow, let's take another look at that.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are right.
He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Switch on and get your boxing back together.
Great round, now relax. Good man, good man. It's the same fight, do you?
Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that kid.
Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already. Good, right?
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. Right. Let's go out there.
And there's the bell to start round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That jab misses. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket him.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Back and forth they go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Is there any way back into this fight after the... Time for the 5th round. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes! And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. That jab doesn't score. Hold it right there. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your breath.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your egos hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Both want a highlight reel knockout. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That right hook won't score. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Let him back into the fight.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good work out there.
Come on, switch on.
There's the bell to start round 6. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They blocked the left there. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to...
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
I need to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
the grind and sweat the blood, the time I motivate.